DeBarge, a celebration of Soul Music Hall of Fame induction. Soul music is the heartbeat of emotion and authenticity, and the Soul Music Hall of Fame is the beacon for honoring those who've left their indelible mark in this genre. Established to celebrate artists who have significantly contributed to soul music worldwide, the Hall of Fame recognizes the passion, creativity, and influence these musicians bring to their craft. Induction into this elite group is a badge of honor, a nod to an artist's enduring legacy and impact on the evolution of soul and R&B. For DeBarge, this induction is not just another award, it's a recognition of decades of unwavering dedication to his artistry, a celebration that places him among the greatest contributors to the soulful soundtracks of our lives. In a moment that every soul music enthusiast can rejoice in, DeBarge was inducted into the Soul Music Hall of Fame under the Male Artist category. This milestone is a testament not just to his vocal and songwriting mastery, but also to his resilience, innovation, and impact on the genre. Known as a member of the timeless DeBarge family group and as a brilliant solo artist, L's recognition in the Hall of Fame solidifies his status as a legend whose contributions have crossed boundaries of time and culture. This induction represents more than just his achievements. It highlights the emotional depth and creative genius that has made DeBarge a name synonymous with soul and R&B excellence. DeBarge didn't just step into the world of music, he was born for it. Raised in a musical family in Detroit, Michigan, music was woven into the fabric of his upbringing. With 10 siblings, many of whom shared his love for performing, grew up surrounded by the energetic pulse of rhythm and harmonies echoing through his childhood home. Even as a young boy, L's talent stood out. His delicate falsetto and an innate sense of melody hinted at the star he would become. By his teenage years, his ambitions matched his talent. He and his siblings formed the DeBarge, later shortened to simply DeBarge, setting the stage for a group that would forever change the landscape of R&B and soul. With the foundation of their sibling bond, DeBarge quickly established themselves as one of the most talented family groups in music history. Signed to Motown Records, their ascent to fame began in the early 1980s. Armed with infectious melodies, intricate vocal harmonies, and charismatic personalities, the DeBarge family brought fresh energy to the soul and R&B scene. Hits like Rhythm of the Night, All This Love, and I Like It catapulted DeBarge into stardom. Their music wasn't just easy on the ears, it spoke to the heart. Rhythm of the Night, in particular, became an undeniable anthem of joy and liberation, blending soul with pop to create a crossover hit that resonated around the world. What made DeBarge stand out was not just their sound, but also their unprecedented ability to connect deeply with their audience. The group's music funneled raw emotion, telling stories of love, joy, and longing. Their songs became part of the collective memory of the 1980s, a unique blend of soulful grooves, catchy hooks, and undeniable charm. Despite the magic of performing with his family, DeBarge always had an unmistakable individual charisma that demanded its own spotlight. In the mid-1980s, took a bold step forward to launch his solo career, allowing him to explore more personal artistic expressions. His debut self-titled solo album featured the hit single Who's Johnny, a fun and infectious track that became a pop sensation. It showcased L's ability to transcend genres, proving his versatility while staying grounded in his soulful roots. With smooth ballads like Love Always, L cemented himself as a solo star capable of standing shoulder to shoulder with the greats of R&B. One of the defining elements of DeBarge's music is his iconic falsetto. A soaring, clear, and emotional instrument in itself, his voice is instantly recognizable. But it's not just his voice that makes him special, it's his approach to storytelling. Whether singing about love, heartbreak, or personal dreams, L's songs resonate deeply because they are wrapped in an authenticity that is both timeless and deeply human. More than just a performer, he's also a gifted songwriter. His ability to craft melodies that linger with listeners long after the song ends showcases his artistic depth. His lyrics often explore the universal emotions of love and vulnerability, connecting with generations of fans worldwide. No celebration of DeBarge's career would be complete without acknowledging his resilience. Like many artists, faced struggles offstage that added complexity to his life. These challenges would have broken the spirit of many, but not L. He turned his hardship into inspiration, further enriching his music and deepening his connection to his audience. His ability to overcome adversity and return to the stage with the same passion and excellence speaks volumes about his inner strength. This resilience is part of what makes his induction into the Hall of Fame so profound. It's not just about his music, but about the man behind the music. While El stands tall on his own, the legacy of the DeBarge family as a whole cannot be overlooked. Together, they brought an unparalleled familial chemistry and a fresh sound to a music industry hungry for innovation. Beyond their collective success, the DeBarge family opened doors for future groups, setting a standard for artistry and cohesion in family bands. The family's musical contributions are a reminder of the power of unity and shared creativity. Their influence remains as potent today as it was during their heyday, proving that their legacy will continue to inspire generations. Artists, fans, and collaborators alike have been vocal about El DeBarge's importance to music history. Fellow musicians admire his effortless falsetto and unmatched songwriting, while fans rave about the emotional depth of his music. Some call him a genius, others a pioneer, but all agree on one thing: El DeBarge's voice and artistry have a soul-stirring effect that few can replicate. Hearing these testimonials as part of this tribute reinforces just how far El's music has reached and how deeply it has touched the lives of so many. El DeBarge's career offers a window into the continuous evolution of soul music. From the polished grooves of the 1980s to the raw emotionality of his solo ballads, El contributed to the development of a genre that remains richly diverse. His ability to stay relevant even as soul and R&B evolved is part of his brilliance. He didn't just ride the wave, he helped shape it. At the heart of El's career is a catalog of albums that showcase his genius. From his early days with DeBarge to his solo ventures, each album tells its own unique story. Key tracks remind us of his ability to blend intricate harmonies, irresistible melodies, and lyrics that feel like they're straight from the heart. These albums are more than just collections of songs. They are milestones in the story of soul music, preserved forever to inspire future artists. El DeBarge's influence isn't limited to one country or one generation. His music has reached fans across the globe, transcending cultural barriers and linguistic differences. Whether in the United States, Europe, or beyond, his songs have united audiences in a shared love for the joy and vulnerability his music expresses. El DeBarge's induction into the Soul Music Hall of Fame captures exactly why he is worthy of this honor. It's not just his incredible body of work, but also the enduring spirit he brings to his music and life. This accolade underlines his value as both an artist and an ambassador for the soulful essence of R&B. As we conclude this celebration of El DeBarge, we reflect on the countless ways his music has lit up our lives. Through his voice, we've felt love, joy, and deep introspection. His story is one of triumph, not just as a musician, but as a human being. Thank you, El DeBarge, for the timeless melodies, the unforgettable performances, and the soul you've shared with the world. Your induction into the Soul Music Hall of Fame is not just an honor, it's a celebration of everything you continue to represent. And for that, we sing your praises always. This has been a Sharri Plaza presentation.
All the ladies out there, I see you. You're so good. All you lucky gentlemen.